Getting those footers in. Got the footers. This is a third truck. I have a fourth truck over there. We might be at closer to 40 yards here. Hey Pablo, so I got some block here and some of them are different. They have this V-groove to cut in for the rebar. So I want 2 rows on the back wall here, 2 rows of this rebar block installed, so when we pour it, it'll be stiff, it'll be strong. And I want 2 rows on this back wall also, so it's nice and strong. So we got some block going. I got this block with the V-groove, so I can put rebar in there. When I pour the walls, it's gonna be solid. And this is how the block is laid.
I bet the
Nice
Corona,
and strength, no Corona right now.
Corona beer went out of business.
Got the block going, it's looking great. So Pablo, I laid out the fireplace foundation. It's 5 feet by 8 feet. And I measured it to the wall, so it's laid out that way. Just pour the slab and then we'll lay out the block once the slab is done. And let me know when I can come by and pay for the concrete truck. So all the block is up on where we're gonna do waterproofing. So we're gonna start at 2 feet on the front, go up to the top of this and do the same thing on that side to that cross access. And we have roughly a 4-foot wall on the back and the sides to go to 0, I guess, or to nothing here in the front of the garage. Call me when you have a chance. Thanks. Okay, Pablo, I have dug out all the footers. Everything's ready to go. The fireplace, everything's dry, pretty much. Still gotta dig this one out. Also, don't forget, before we pour the walls today, we need to add 1 row from this mark where the house is all the way across to that corner, 1 row of block, and then we can pour. So please do that before you bring the pump. And it's cleaned up on the front. All these extra blocks are from my steps right here. In the future, cleaned up. Got all the perimeter tied down, putting LVLs here in the center. Straight. I'll tie it all down with flat locks. And a lock screw. And we have these LVLs all put together. And we have to raise it. Ready. Looks awesome. Got a little festival, nice and easy, laying out my TGIs. Gonna start All cleaned up, time to go. Got some of these up. That's where the shower, curbless shower goes. So I have to drop it to a 9-inch. And that's it for today. And we have done all the forms for the garage. Got the gravel up and starting on insulation. I will have to throw another chalk line 2 inches above this chalk line where the top of my slab will be. Plumbing is done. We're throwing insulation down and doing some poly. And got the form here in the back for the covered porch, and that's gonna be just a grass area, maybe with a fire pit, and that's just a retaining wall. And got the house. I scraped off the gravel, so this is a load-bearing wall, and this garage will be warmer. So what I did here on the form is, this is the top of my slab, but there's going to be drop for 1.5 inches, and the slab will be here, so the water, when wind blows water in, it doesn't actually go into the garage. There won't be any stains on the slab, so the water will have a little curb. There will be a little curb here, 1.5 inches thick, so all that water is going to stay outside. And let's get this insulation going. And we have some insulation down. We are short on the metal mesh for the concrete. We need a few more pieces. Still gotta lay some plastic here underneath this grid. I gotta install some more of the mesh over here on the outer edge of this slab and get this thing ready to pour sometime next week. And one more thing is I want to prep all this entry slab, so I gotta raise another block and then put a corrugated metal. They're gonna go to carry all this weight, all this concrete. It's gonna be support here to carry this edge. Put some rebar in here and get an inspection and pour it, and then enjoy the view of the horses. It's a beautiful spot here.